Hey. Hey.
Asen we ko ti bi we fa.
Hey.
Ko ti asen we bi we fa.
Masa ya dani nya sei. Ejana.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Me ko da yin. Me go ko yi me ma. Me ma mi hu ba ko kra.
Hey.
Me ma mi hu ba ko kra.
Simon.
Hey.
Kuna sei. Asaka kwano. Asaka kwano ina sei. Serious. Hey. Ha. Hey.
Ati ka na sinki wa hana.
Minimum.
Wow.
Ha.
Amsa kana ba ta tiafra. Ina hana na si.
Kano.
Ijimi sa hana na si. Ndo blase na atete.
Serious.
Asa massive disaster.
Ha. Hey. Ha.
Aja wa kilo. Me fere me je jombo je na je wa yi. Asale ngo. Asale ngo je na je wa.
Kuna sei.
Are ka bebe yo.
Hi. Serious.
This one will be sporting.
Serious. This. Hey.
Yo tiefo na nwumre yɛda nyame ɔbɔ soro na ɔbɔ asase no ase isan sɛ wabɔ yɛn ho ban wahwɛ yɛn so yakɔ yaba ɛyɛ n'adom ne ne mmɔborɔhu nti ɛna yɛte aseɛ Blanai TV so ne odiyifoɔ Pamago ni ɛna nwumre yi mede nkyea kɛseɛ firi Kristo Yesu mu kyia wo baabi a wo biara no menim sɛ wo ho yɛ Awurade Nyankopɔn wɔnyɛ w'akoma so abisadeɛ ɛma wo. Ɛnɛ nso me ne mmienu ahyia m sɛ nansan ɛwɔ hɔ a na yɛkɔ off kakra. Ne nyinaa ne yie yom ntia. Ɛnɛ mpɛ sɛ me ne wo ka nsɛm bɛɛ baako mmienu bi ne nneɛma a ɛrekɔ so. Ɛdi nkan no yɛn nuanom a wɔn ho aka ɛwɔ apeati deɛ ɛka nyinaa ne sɛ Awurade Nyankopɔn nkyekyere abusuafoɔ nyinaa werɛ. Yɛma ɔman Ghana nyinaa hyɛ den especially wɔn a wɔahwere wɔn abusuafoɔ. Deɛ ɛka nyinaa ne sɛ Awurade nkyekyere wɔn werɛ. Awurade mfa ne nsa nka wɔn. Ɛnyɛ bɛtɛɛ sɛ obi koraa so ɔhwehwɛ ne mma a wɔnhu ne mma. Ɛyɛ yie. Ɔnhu baabi a ne mma wɔ. Ɔnhu baabi a n'abusua wɔ. Baabi a ne mma wɔ, baabi a n'abusua wɔ no, ɔnhu wɔn koraa. Wontumi mfa ntoto biribiara ho ɛma no nyɛ yie. Ɛyɛ ade a ɛyɛ yie. Ɔho. Ɛyɛ ade a ɛyɛ. Nti ɛsrɛ Nyankopɔn sɛ onhu omobo no mfa ne nsa nka won no no awurade ankasa opepa nipa ma animu nisuo no ompepa won aniwa nisuo asama to won no mehu asama menka eya kromu ni nyina blaste kromu ni nyina bibia sei ahụ se wo asam kan wo fa kwambone so na wo ya wo shop a wo fa kwambone so na wo si wo dan a wo fa kwambone so na wo ye de wo ye ya se kromu ni nyina pepa edina we yansen na ho aya futuo ema menum yenu se tie ne ye o se ya kase nyame bi wo ho anase nyame se obeye sei obetumi aye sei a eya nipa challenge we kra ya de nipa de ne nsa ayo odofo mpese usua bibi free mu ha eye de nipa de ne nsa ayo na atimi asei bibi sei nipa anhyeda se wo heda asei ade o so enya intention se wa sha nipa na hyeda se oh ye nim se ye to bomb ko ha ana ye wei a sa mantam wei ana sa brono wei ana sa kilometers wei ana sa wei besei eye accident yanso ye hwede ye course wei ye afutuo ma me no mienu se esese ye hwe ye ho yie esanse bibibia betumi asi me no kasai no obi ada me no kasai obi yare dane dem aso dan nyina nkwala ti school mu nyina ya affected we kire se esese ye hwe hu yie ne etoto ye ne ma yie de meka nyina ne se awurade nyankopon a opopa nipa ma animu nisuo no ompepa abusuafo no aniwa mu nisuo awurade mfa ne nsa nka won onhwe won so ommo won ho ban onye won akoma so abisade ma won invad Ghana de ya hunu de ya te de ya kromu ni nyina pepa enye nsuo ye baka se nsuo akotwi afa ho eye accident na asi apepa kromu ni nyina na wotwe we de ya nte asempa nti oman Ghana nyina nhyaden abusuafo nyina nhyaden awurade mfa ne nsa nka obi biara ono awurade ankasa no onye obi biara ehon senkyerene na onye obi biara akoma so abisade ema no yaka ne saa wie no neema ba akomienu miensa bia me fi se ekoso wo ye man Ghana mu a se ya nhwe ne yi a emmoa yen menu mienu ye be affected menu mienu ebeka yen se ya nhwe ne yi a enema bi wo ho a ekoso wo Ghana esese ye hwe ne yi orofo ba bi biara wo biara wutie mi biara no ye wo nema bi wo ho a eni se ye de ye politics ye wo nema bi wo ho a wo de ye politics a enye yie ebi di se security ahobambo ebi di se education ye mfa nye politics so ye mfa sa nema no nema binim wo ho a security education ne sa nema binom sa chieftaincy issues ye mfa nye politics man nye yie but ye Ghanaians de bibi bia na ye de ye politics sports ye mfa nye politics because how the sports ye politics a enye yie o the education ye politics a enye yie o the security a politics a enye yie nanso o my Ghana mu ye de ye politics e ma na ye yie yente politics emfree education ho ne yehunu se education no eye mama dia ebia wo de wo no sabi o ma eye mpanimfo afeso na obi nso ba ba wo ma afei so na nkwalaa bi so enti wo di koye politics because na bia wo aba mu o but ochena na wo ni aba mu obi nso beba obeba ba education ni basa ebe affect wo ma ana wo nua bi ma endi sa ne ma sa ne ye politics enye yie ebi ti say sports wo di sports ye politics enye yie so security wo di ye politics enye yie because ahombambo hu hia obere de ahombambo aye politics na nso na ye Ghana ye de ye politics and na o my Ghana na ewo ho no obi biara obesori se o ka asem bia nokure wom no ne the political party bi abata no so se MPP na wo power yes o ya NDC ni se NDC nso na wo power yes o ya MPP ni anya sane man mum ye nyai nipa nim se asama papai opamago kan nipa nim se asama nipa asuma si kan nokure nanso because of say owosa party no o belong to MPP na NDC ntino onhu sa ade ekoso no enye mum ye nyan na enye amwayen anya bibia na ye de politics man ye yie eniema bi wo ye de politics a yensua se ebi ti say financial issues yemfa nya politics because wo de politics pa enye yie ebi a wote nchen no wo be hye spectacle different wo hunu kwan foforo so but wo ba betra se ba hunu kwan foforo so enya de politics yie yenhwe bi ti say ye chieftaincy issues so oyini bi now oyini bi sori se bia o ka asem bi na bia asam na o ka no se enkomma aban na wote so a yesi oye party asuma sini na asuma no so mekasa anya edi obi ene otimi kana dwen efiri mofra so kosi mpanimfo so now obi antumi nkana dwen because obi abatwe ti se sa anam sa aban no eye because say ye ko opposition a ye sheda afa nkofo say oh mungu aban oteso na nimase mungu aban na nimase oya ade akura mom yanka say onya ade da bi masama meka ena me nkasa nche kura ensem bi wo ha me se ye nhwe ne yie ye nana doma ahene o se ade yo ne ye nana otumfo me boni dia mete akonwa so a na masori omuntem issues wa eko sainete hwe asono mienu akoka ntokwa a asono na de omofo omo hu kodi o nanso wanhwe yi a esre no ewo ho no na ewu enua na ahahan na ana ahaban na ewo ho no enu na hu na mane ya dwene ho saa de se asono mienu ka ntokwa a omo de omofo omo hu di nanso ewura na ewo ho no na ewu yana na do ma ahina kana dwene yana na otumfo abayi na no now bloggers amanfo tete social media omo criticize omo di atem omo kansam adofo no monhwe yie monhwe mano yie monhwe nsam amokan yie yes because obi wo ho a egasa sabio enye social media nka wokra wo ne kra nkwa abonten da obi ante wo ne da yemhwe se 2 cities ana 3 cities ana 100 Ghana na wo de koto credit no a waye wadwen se wo de kan kontompo sem no umienhwe ne yie oti ase di asem na nana doma ahene no woka nana doma ahene fi se ese ne nkola edi nachi ana ne generation no ese wo kire won abakosam a wonim nana sante hine nso fi se abakosam na nana doma ahene ka no ebie ba bi chia ono nso apie ono nso abeka ne de afede ya yete akire ene yaje ene obi eka de woka adofo no ebeboa yen yemfa nipa no mienu anum nsem nana doma ahene se medie otumfo ohenkase manuntia ne da fine ebi asem bi okan ye no ebi a wo ne nya adwen ebia me ne nya adwen ebia ne comments bi o maaye no ebia na otumfo be fi se asem o kan no ebia kasantwi kakra wom yanhwe de na otumfo nso be kan yanhwe na response ono nso asa pani na ono nso be maaye eno nso ede asomdwe ba eno na sasa ye mienu ana ye miensa ana me no mienu ye dwene ho ne ye we ne ye hu sadete esansa yanhwe yi a ye de basabasa ye de mpapa mu ene ye de ba sabi o kane no a na ye ko ane ye kokon no na ye nkokon bio ade bia ye bia no ye hu sa ade a ye no e de asomdwie ene wo kwa asantini wara ayigweni ware bununi asantini ware bununi da gomba ni wara santini ye nyina ye intermarriage ya ware ye ho endi sade kane na ku sitia no na ensi amma sada enti obi a wota kire baabi a obi a wo baabi bia wo fi se wo ye prepreja mom wo de wo fi se nkantokwa ba wo fi se ensi because anya de ebesi wo de ase anya de ebesi because buruni a wo kana sam no buruni ne yiri ya santini da company a wo kana sam no da company no ne kunu ya santini enti ade bia ye bia na say ya very very careful because ya cross blood ye nyina ya frafra ya mengo tetene ya nananum si so nante sa ayigweni ya no wara ayigweni kuapimni no wara kuapimni santini o wara santini buruni o wara buruni edi obi ankroso because of say satam na ko because no obi ambese ye ba share ni secret our outside no obi ambese ni secret be kwa abonten enti onkofa honi no ne na kwoma na akoya asem onkofa manfrani no ne natena na asamba wa hu sade obeka no but enna de na ye hwe enna obi atimi ware obi a santini ware igweni santini ware buruni ware igweni buruni ware not na ye nyina ye di afra endi yansam bia ye ka no esese ye hwe ni ye ye comment ayama esese ye hwe ni ye esanse ye di afrafra ya ware ye ho obi atimi ware obi atimi no obi nam obi atimi no obi nante MPP ni o ware NDC ni timi ware MPP ni ye di afra edi yansam bia ye ka wo man Ghana mu me de metufu se mumye nhwe yie na ya no anko yie nka ya no anko fa asamaba amreyen because wo kan ye twero na ose e be ya enka ye de nipa nyina ntena wa asomdwie mu so obi kire na bakosem a me swakura no ensem bi a omo keka na do ma hene keka no ebi wo ha minim kura dada oti ase ebi wo ha minim dada endi so obi ka asam na wone ne nya adwa as a politics obi a wo ya politics no ebi a wo ka asam bi a o mmegina o mpresi ne yonko a ebi a one ne kwa akopem oti ase but sansam na kan mu so anwe yetimi ko fa asam ba eti de meka nyina ne se mumye nhwe nsam a ye de ya no kan yi esanse ye nyina ya ye nipa baako ye frafra ye di moja fra ye nyina moja ye baako o my Ghana nyina ye baako eti ye nhwe se ye nkofa mpapa mu ye nkofa sakasaka bia nya den emma because ya nhwe ye ne ya no ana ye mpanimfo na nhwe ye a no o ma no ekoyi wonka ekofa nsem ba wo hwe sa ye manya atwa ye ho ahia basabasa ye ba mu ni ade a eye traba issues but young Ghana de ye nya sa enya de be ye but eno nso nkira se entumi nsi ti asema America ni ye enya de be sa but eno nso nkira se entumi nsi edi esese ye hwe ya no ye wo ye pani na wo kasa esese wo to kasa mu nkyene abria no eya ye criticize nkwala ana nkwala we di atam ana nkwala we muade we bisasa mpanimfo no pia onkasa ya nchiri wom ensema mpanimfo ka no ensema politicians ka ensema ye ahemfo binum ka abatena badwam ka no ye tomu nchina na nkwala na omudi ye chi ne yese de odi akire sua de odi animu nante enkwala edi ye chi nso no how do we expect them say omo behave because yankasa no ya politicians call radio so omo ko TV so a da bia ko ba atwede what you say ye didi ye ho atam ye insult left and right I am for omo left and right edida na nkwala ni besua enkwala no so besua atem didi honorable minister timi betena TV so edi atem it can be bia no afa no ho adi and nobody will call him to the book say bia omrama assembly no enti ono akra no so bia wakonya brochire ba bia teno no so wanya no credit bia no obedi mpanimfo atem enti se mpanimfo no percent kwala ni nya atem didie dia me odifo opamagome mpanimfo no so yanhwe e kasa yie yanto ye kasa mu nchine ne basa dia asomdwie na ye nyina hwehwe no yensa beka se mpanimfo anya atem didi ankwala so nya mpanimfo atem di o e logic e ye da ho se mpanimfo anya kasa etanya mpanimfo anya kasa ye titrasam kasa se mpanimfo anya kasa ye kasa ntwia mmofra so nya atem didi because di odi achi ni twia di odi kan nante sa na ye betoi yetimi kasa akwala we de ne papa yewe ya bebuom ne yakasa akwala anse oni a ose na ntidie na ye mpanimfo di atam die na ye mpanimfo akontokwa na ye pesa nkwala na omni atam mumma kire me ase me pa obi ba ko oba kire me se ye wo ka de na onya adwene die na ye mpanimfo behave wrongly na nkwala no so mfolo eti woni bia wo so ba social media na wo kasa ye careful Sampanimfo nyai di omo ya nkwala so nyai. That is the fact. Sampanimfo nyai ni ama basabasa ya abere na nkwala ejai. Nkwala nyai ni ama basabasa ya. Edi sampanimfo hwe ohun yie. Na wo hwe won kasa yie. Edi de odifo opamagome ka no. Se empanimfo enhwe kwan ombefa so ombekasa yie. Empanimfo anhwe kwan ombetoto niema yie because ya nhwe ne ya nyai yensem bia ya keka asempanimfo a nkwala so nyai mpanimfo atem dida entwem because wo pani na wo se akwala ne nsua wo no akwala ne nya de papa no wo ya de boni ntia bare na akwala na nso ya de papa say pani na otena fie man nsuo to for ayino anaso otena fie man kwala awi nanka no yebu nanka wefo a oka ho bi ana ese panim papa ntena fie man nsuo ntomfo asebia because tete no ye nananum dua a omote asebia ba ye bone ye de asam fie a ya mamu cement enti panimu nsuo to ade eso ye ne se oboaboa no enti se panini tena ho ema asebia fode a na onye panim papa sepani tena no mamofra wi nanka yebu nanka wi fo ka ho bi endi sa mpanimfo pesa nkwala muo na mpanimfo pesa nkwala nto won kasa mu nkyene a wonni ka nto won kasa mu nkyene first anya sa de a anya sa nkwala omumfa ebu emma mpanimfo de mbesa meka no yo nipa mbienu on ba kire o madwen e wo this issues ho Intino. He said, "Be Baba Canadrin. O Baba educate kakra. I was issues him because a near man ye and some ye can be a nam no where to. It dear say if ye near to your castle as a Ghanaians because in Tanya did it, you know. 20 years or 25 years hwɛ sɛdeɛ na ɔman Ghana sitie even yɛ kasa ne nyɛ bɛtɛ but na wohwɛ a obia tumi ka asɛm bi afa ne ho di so obia tumi ka asɛm bi afa ne ho di enti yɛ mpanimfoɔ no ɔmo ba radio so ɔmo ba TV so a wɔn kasa no wɔn tum nkyene kakra hello brother hello 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 say la no enim wae hello 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 so etino ye nyina ye hwe ehu yie ye wo obia no sabi o asemfo wo nanum bat ogyae ka papa se de ka se de sukoko obia num bat ogya to fufuo no edi se ye pehwe ye man Ghana no koso a empanimfo nhwe won se de wo sika sa yie hello 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 la yes hello 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 so edi de America nyina na say ade bia beba bia no ye nhwe kwan ye befa so a ye be respondo ana ye be kasa ana ye gu social media no nso no ye ka ho bi ye contribute to 90% of the ekoso who are problems ekoso because the way I be kasa na enye so the way I kasa no enye otiase so wo betrase obi wo ba betrase na ono wa sodoma hene na odi na tem obi betrase na bia wa so asante hene na odi na tem why because o kire na dwene edi woni na nya adwena e atem didie otiase woni nipa na nya adwene no e atem didie hello hello brother so woni nipa na nya adwene no e atem enya atem hello so edino yentu ye kasa mu nkyene se de meka no yenhwe ne yentu ye kasa mu nkyene yenhwe ye kasa ade ba yenna so ne yenhwe se de ebesi a respond to se yanhwe yi a yenhunu yi hello hello oh another lie hi so say ye technical problem kakra lance ni nye ayi eti no ye nhwe sade ye betoto ye nema na me fi say ye hwe sade ye betoto ye nema yi ampanimfo behave se mpanimfo na omo kire kwan na ye bedi wona chi ba se mpanimfo amfa kwan papa so a ye se Yesu Kristo ka asem bi osese onifra ni kire onifra ni kwan a wo mienu nyina okwowe amnam obi a nani afira no se wudi na chi a obeto amnam so obeto amnam so eti say mpanimfo no wo mo ade ye fa kwan papa so a yenso ye ba fa kwan papa so so say hello hello
Hello, can you hear me?
yeah but so me to nka say we ne mwa enti mafa we na wa kire wadwe na nwumre de America no say ene ma mienu de edi kan ye um dana mata na bombo a akọ blast ama kru no nyina no say ye ma onye akọ na echechire wo mo wire nti hono bia obetumi aka kakra na fe de etosu mienu me ma me nha wo me ma nkasa nche de etosu mienu ye saa nsema matters arising saa ne ma na asori wodo ma hene ne sante hene ntem no de me kan se do ma hene de o kire nadwene na sante hene nso be kire nadwene enti no se yenye mienu ana yenye ya yete nchen no se yefi se wo madwen kire no ebia bibi wo ho a said ye sikasa insulting ne ade ne social media no na ebe minimize ne kakra because se ono obi nya adwen nkire se bia wo didi natem so idi no na me frɛ wo se wo ba kire wadwen kakra e wo ho so waye panin
Anyway, I mean, me can no say. First thing, this bomb or this fireworks explosive what travel road would be. Technically, in the whole of Europe, they won't let you carry that dangerous material over the road like that. Now, I've seen a comment by one of the police people saying that everything was being done properly, and that the car or the car with explosive in it, or the truck with the explosive in it, was being led or protected by police, police. Now, that being the case, though, how could the accident happen? You see, here before, and I Ghana for before in general, if you have armed guard, are you telling me the armed guard will protect the president? No, president would be an accident to them in crash. Armed guard, you're supposed to be ahead of the team, making sure nobody attempts to even connect with the car to cause explosion. Yet the police are saying that explosive truck was being guarded. And if it was being guarded, how come some tricycle can cross it and bang? It became this way. How?
say me angasa me bisa me ho question say me bisa obi kura me bisa ne say you no pressure na there's police escort enka in the first place said the who can yanka car no kura ni moto ni nya accident da ebe na nka moto no kura kwa akohia daka it's force me nyini sana me kan mumu sana me ka kire nipa no oni me din kom say no I don't think there's a police escort, because if the police escort wo ho na ye adwuma den obi di tricycle ekoko hia car no and here one question
another police escort no not or to track no young lady be on your kasa
em say no owo to play mu osoro so
No, you can't. No, they don't have. You can't use a plane. No. You see, Yet let us be mindful of certain things.
Adicate you obi etie wo nti wo de my education ne yenko.
We are a third world country. We need to be a first world country. I will say this. When I met Boya Bufrano in early 1980s, we shared a television program, and it was Prince Charles commenting. And that comment was made in the 1950s. And that was Prince Philip. Because Ghana for Wanyansa, don't compare us even to Malaysia. Malaysia for no and Chemras of 1 year, Malaysia for 1 yazi. And this is coming from Prince Philip in the 1950s. What has become of Ghana today? You see, either because of security, greed and lie is what the black man's problem is. Don't blame any white man. Don't blame anybody. Ask Eric, how can an escort, even explosive like that, I mean, say, obedient with symbolic power, automatic matches, twitching explosive, boom. Even if it's traveling through a major city. There's nowhere in UK and anywhere in the world where something like this would be so unprotected driving through towns. I'll give you an example. Tony Benn, Jeremy Corbyn, they say he's a left winger. He likes certain people. Tony Benn, Jeremy Corbyn is no more left wing than Tony Benn. In the Wilson government, Tony Benn was energy minister. And when they first had the nuclear energy, Tony Benn was guarding it. He put armed army, so that nobody would attempt to play with it. And if Tony Benn was supposed to be such a left winger, no, he's irresponsible. Why would somebody who is so left wing even put the army to guard those nuclear things being transported from one part of UK to the other? UK railway on your town, railway necessary towns, you put armed guard, and that was in the 70s. Yet we have Ghana today. All people can say in there, Nkrumah didn't like us. Them, Obia become question some more can. Some people say, Kwame Nkrumah Sika into the show. Some people free education. Some people say Kwame Nkrumah didn't like it. So people no no. Some people say Kwame Nkrumah was a dictator. But let me tell you something. When now no one can when you answer. Bisa. Abrofo, if you want, those days, Prince Philip, Abrofo, they were scared of Ghana because he ends in Yansan is equal to Abrofo. Yet today, we are nothing but beggars. Every president who goes to the West and beg for food. Policy, no, you blame her. Stupidity and politics, greed and bribery, that explosive should not even be allowed to travel to towns without being properly secured and ensured there. Even under explosive conditions, there's something. Tankers will move all the time, petrol tankers. Have you seen any petrol tankers exploding in the UK or Europe or anywhere? Why is it Kumasi only yesterday petrol tanker exploded? Obisu Nyansa you will be an yeji. Oh, yet you have Abu Bata, Yako Harvard, Yako. Kosi Bonyon even now the school can do better. Either is greed or Sika ye pay you yen yas and papa. That is our problem. That explosive should never, in the whole of America, Europe, India, they will be armed guard. Anybody can, even by accident, or be a bimbo accident, it can inflame it. That is our problem. That explosive should never, in the whole of America, Europe, India, they will be armed guard. Anybody can, even by accident, or be a bimbo accident, it can inflame it. How was the explosive protected? In the truck, and what is it fireproof? Is it explosive proof? And if it's explosive proof, to what content?
Bread, you can't no crown, blast you, move by Bikran and Nampu. There's no trace for the car.
What sort of a truck they will use to carry the explosive? What sort of truck? What sort of truck? Armed guard. Simple. Just like you're carrying William Good. No, in fact, there's a motorbike rider, Zayin. I know it's half a mile. Everybody should move. Even they are stopping the traffic. Just like your kind of VIP. They are stopping the traffic. Then the police at the front, police at the back. And the mining company should pay for this. We only get less than 10% of the gold world market, Their cost is only about 30%. They're making 70%. For 1 billion, they're making 700 million. And we can't even put conditions in the country that makes it better for us. Because of greed. We need greed.
Now, a hangrano bro say, Kakasia be crow, yes, proceed for you. Kakasia be crow, but maybe our fat tractor because you meet police escort first. And son one mitika dear chile and son a car dear a chile.
Mr. Day, if it is normal caterpillar on the
normal caterpillar crown.
If it's normal caterpillar or something on the you don't need escort. The escort in there, at least there will be somebody in the front to make sure they make way so that nobody will be hurt or something. That is what you need. Second, my second concern in there, explosivity. Ghana is a peaceful people. We are peaceful people. Peaceful people. No matter what anybody will say. But we have to start playing our brain. The Minister of Mines, what the hell is this so-called Jinapo? What is his education? What is he doing? What is his capability? I don't blame him. Who assesses the security risk of the country? What assessment have they done in the security risk? You see, let me tell you a story. I know people in that part of the country, soldiers, who are reporting to people. Some of the soldiers are angry because when this Galamsey started in that part of the world, Chinese folk soldier for what you want I was a one called 1 year because of these are more just crazy. What she be beyond no federal bonito, soldier from the womb free. It's what you was a woman who could do. What to children of the Guanaja go to someone's Africa crowd as you want to. No, that is the true story I make a true. This is not this is a true story I make a true. Because the one people who warning, the shoot to kill was what the minister has given them. Go and kill you won't be beneath. But what for Chinese for phone, no Afro headquarters. Headquarters ya bring not fancy the office one because of greed and skill busy. And then Chinese no for scan was crew. Now upon crew, Akobusa. In and crew up in one answer was and crew my wicked. Now in China look at one can you are monkeys, they don't compare you to monkeys. Now we are losing. You do sign Yakupon are more answer there for you, sir. Imbu, i.e., Umbu, Nembuira, one a little Wilmo. I for will necessarily informed of Obianima. Apa, one I could Aubuna, Wokofuma, who, how one a little weird, or are we? See, the black man, he must start using his common sense. Disappointment of Akufa when you're there. You've been there at a mill started constitutional review to put things in place that Ghana be better. NDC. 1 month, the final report was published 1 month, just 1 month before he died, or just less than a month before he died. or just about. It was published in June. He died in July. June 2012.
What the wabe urem, Mammy Missa way na me about me the rawasem no way manua mamma na what finalize or ne a court sao tune for ne or my issue no. Oh, sir, what kind of simbi at a person me bisa home question say. What stop President Mama said or implemented no? Said a who cannot just at a mercy you. Because I said that we are funny this one here whole program because then a woman dear
politicians nobody likes accountability. If you say there for the sake of argument, the vice president is chairman of the police council, but there is certain decisions another committee can check on what the police council has decided that. It means that the presidential authority is weakened. Ghana, nobody likes that. If you say the president appoint almost 3,000 people, if you say certain things president cannot appoint certain people, and certain people have to go through certain conditions.
Yeah, a bit is Attorney General, Chief Justice, a bit is IGP, some position dear. Yakura yam call he there be a cassette, and Niquan says a president appoint his uncle for.
Well, before and this one before I met a young lady, her papa was an IGP before Rawlings's first coup. And that is when the damage started being done. Because when the coup was done, they told him, I'm in charge. IGP catcher, you're not in charge. I don't report to the president or the army.
Okay.
Yes. JJ, no change in that stupidity, no. Constitution, I yet say JJ knows the bay. NDC, no what Troy Constitution. That loophole, some of the best brains in the world. Because black man, but also loopholes to go here. But all real, who didn't have so much around, no go be. It's now an NDC MPP, why I call, would they remember Cataro? Loopholes in hand order, oh, by baby, most mobile baby.
And you know, they are okay now, they query, and up as all chairman say, a fine meaning, constitution, and this for a Troy. It did not as an easy for now, create loopholes, and I'm good for Adwana.
What's the day? Constitution, your Troy, no, you need loopholes. You need people be too exploited. Into exploitation, normal abuse of power. Now, maybe I boy one to war. Forgive the example. We will be an awashing in English, and then food the whole. Maybe I'm on a mabba, who's on a better apple water. Maybe I'm about a marshal with the wash. One day, when I lost the bruma.
David.
After all, nature must take its course. You see, God is not okay in one of the day. I will make a constitution when he was in the head of state before PNDC, before the Fourth Republic in there. I will make a constitution that even when the Satan becomes president.
Yeah, I have that video. I have it.
And what happened? Look at what we had. What we had is a thief's charter. A thief's charter.
Even if devil, I have it here.
Even Satan or the devil takes control of Ghana and cannot mismanage the economy. And that person is to watch thief's charter. It will be about to more here. It's backed by legal means. It was backed by legal aid. MPP was backed by legal constitution. Now, since he had the last 3, 4, 5 years, and he's clearing house, isn't it? It's a clearing house. It's a clearing house. Clearing house. Simple.
Indeed, they are not able to finalize this. Blasting, and if you are last issues near we.
One, see, if we have to bring discipline, and we have to make sure that every mining company that can go, we have to get a certain percentage. I'll give you an example. Ghana have signed mining contracts for, I think, lithium. You're only getting 50% on it. In Serbia, I was just reading in the Daily Mail just now, maybe 10 minutes ago, Serbia 1.8 billion contract with Rio Tinto, an Australian company, the same company I think Ghana is signing one more. Serbia has cancelled the lithium because the Green Party and everybody says there, if they do the lithium, it will destroy the environment. So they've cancelled the lithium contract. I don't know how much the government is getting, but I'm sure the government will say they'll get at least 50%. I don't know why cancel. Now Ghana go to 10%. They should stop all of these contracts. They have a backhander. Oh, I can give your son a permanent stay in Canada, now America, now UK, now Australia, now they can attend free school, a free university will pay for it. Now you're nothing. Eventually, we should think about the future of the people, not our own pocket and our slow selfish need. That is the position of the black man today. That's what I would say.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. Yeah, call sa domahene ne otumfo issues. So then now we can find home near we.
Well, I mean, one of the things I'm making is history. When they share YouTube and YouTube channels, there's everybody is telling their history. The history no solution will be there. Now, was it in the Kwaka film? Now was it in Trokaka film to make themselves look good? And all the tribes are doing it, not just one tribe. What we can do as a nation is that you want to in our now Yama I interrogate some of the, I won't use the word mythology, but some of the things we understand, so that we have the concreteness of what there is to be. Then we can go. Let's debate it in open fashion. Don't mind any work and say, I know you book already feel when you maza work at it. As I didn't so can say, when you mofi, no you maza work at it. But always say this story. Before Asante Kingdom was forced, Osetutu was a great friend of Konfanochi. When Osetutu was sent to, and if I'm correct,
Yes.
If I'm correct, he stayed under the danger for a while because he's a next of king, so they sent you away to learn under other kings. So he went to danger and learned from him a bit. He also went to the eastern Equapim in in that area, also to serve in his stewardship and how to be a king. And then that is where he met Okonfa-Noche. Konfo was a spiritualist. So you have one, and that is always the right combination. You always have the priest, and then you have the king. So the two combined, if you look at the whole of Europe, is the same. If you like the Holy Roman Empire, it's the same. If you look at Greece, it was the same. If you look at Egypt, it was the same. There are always two people who form the basis of the genesis of any foundation of an empire or anything. It's the same. Go back to the early formation of Egypt, Tutmos III, Tanaka, all of them, you read the name is the same. But may I have even one issue here? And it's not a big issue. It's just something I'm Jordan may clarify my mass in the Metasikakra. I mean, Konfa-Noche has met a Osetutu. Or Konfa-Noche has said to when the interests were being difficult, you know. Both Osetutu and Konfa-Noche have come their head together there. I will Konfa-Noche. I mean, more born now, who is so no so upon. These people have got friendship. Even gathering the chiefs for one to overlord them, to become the true king. If I was Konfa-Noche, I will always make sure me and Kuna will win something. But that is another thing I can't
I know dear sir, no dear, may Madame for Nui, near Kopie Ghana, na, yes, MP president in a year. Some make you sure, and our visa make you should be at Ghana.
I'll give you an example. Belong to many organizations, and there was a time you were paying for me, so I said there was a vote. Unfortunately, me, there were 2 or 3 Messiah phone. Not knowing one of my colleagues, Tony Messiah Kradada. Inti Eja, I mean, Eja, feed me Bible and reading. Ubia Huma was there. I mean, it's or since we move on pay to heaven. No, knowing you can only be seen. I know what Fitch Messiah was promoted and no was actually was before I move my movie will go on. Was half a model I've lost the chance, even though I was the one who's supposed to be there. Was half a model because Messiah no apologize. I'm my ex-boyfriend already, and I'm
Pepe.
Some of these things, it's not as simple as we look at it and we read it, and sometimes we should put certain principles to it. Some of us know. Today I was at another temple. If you want I was saying to him, and one time there, you have Jesus Christ, which was peaceful. You have Buddha, who was peaceful. You have all the sages in India who were peaceful. Yet in this world today, we are kind of far. We no was agitu. Ashantis are called Ashantis because they went to beat everybody and defeat people. The British became the British because we were able to beat people and defeat people. The Romans, the same. The Greeks, the same. Persia, Egypt. Obia beat somebody to be on top. Now my question in Indian is very simple. You can't imply ball, you can't, when they slap you, tell you the cheek, you can't. But why is it that nature, no? It is as vulgar and abusive as possible? Because he who is vulgar and who is abusive is he who will take the leadership. Then you can catch something simple. What's there? Why will be beside him? What's a temple and the master in there? Would there always be violence in the world? And he said, violence is the nature of this world. And as long as we live in this world, that is what it is. Look at, I was listening to one of the Muslim conquerors of India. He killed more than 40 million Indians. I mean, apart from what the 30 million they took from Africa in sub-Saharan slave trade, from Africa to Arabia, they took another 40 million. Indians, black Indians, and black Africans, were over 80 million. Over 80 million. If the empire has gone for 600 years, 600 AD, 1,200 years, we are saying almost 1 million a year. Yet, people worship this religion. So you have to either there is no what is the right word? America is America today. Not because you're American accent, because here of America go to my Bruce this year. So that is why you respect America. Take Trump. He negotiated with North Korean dictator. Not because he likes the North Korean dictator, because North Korean dictator has got a nuclear weapon, he can decide to bomb it. Gaddafi decided to give up his nuclear weapons because what they did to him. So in the world, it's only when somebody slaps you can slap him back. Otherwise, you're nothing.
Edina maybe you know the was some ukwabi no na de.
But this whatever there is, no, God no, him penifun na yencho history. The history now, all the different tribes, Obias and Nisibaka, Obia, King, okay. Everybody wants to say that they are better, theirs is better than everybody else.
I know there's all him saying ye because I know the idea the idea ye and say unim say me 50-50.
Yes.
Say me papa yes Anthony, me mama ye Bruni. So yeah, so free bono na oba Asante region. Edu baabi a bi kura wo kasa a wo kan the best. Now, Asante for bebre fi say the whole Ghana na no kra enye no kra ye kadisie enti na me kan platform yi so. Asante for bebre nim so omo kasa na ye mfande for kasa anye. Mfande for nim so omo kasa na ye Asante for kasa anye. Asante for nim so omo kasa na ye nkra for kasa anye. Denti na yenya national yenka kasa ba ko because of say obi apasa o kire say na de yenti no yentumi mfa language ba ko pe nye national way.
The problem we have is the problem of humanity. And UK people, see, when you come to UK, you can go and buy beef, not beef, you can go and buy a sheep. And sheep were friend and a fresh sheep then. Somebody call it mutton. Some people will call it another name. I can't remember the name. The sheep away. Now, the Normans who came here who were French, you know, they call it a different name and they were the aristocrats. And if you call it Payfu, they call it by aristocratic historic name. They call him poor now, and they have friend a different name. Now, the problem, even in the UK, there was a lot of fight. With the Celtic language now, Welsh, Walker, certain areas of Scotland, Walker, they beat it out of them. The English is 40% French. English is 40% French, about 30% German. That is how the country originated. What about the Celtic people who Krumano? And then the Vikings also came. So even this country, they lost their thing. If you Ghana, there was the ones there. The ones, I mean, underpinning. To me, maybe I'm wrong. Underpinning the Ewe of Ghana, the Fanti of Fanti Hanta in the Mouth Central region, Asante, and all the way to Salaga, from then Muhammad Nkrofi, all those people. Gonja, no. Underpinning is gone. The underpinning language is gone. It's as simple as that. If you don't believe me, look at the Guan words and see how much Ewe words relate to Guan, how much Fanti relate to Guan, how much. Because I remember I had somebody from your friend and Muhammad's group, Salaga, some of Muhammad's, Savannah region, and he was speaking, he was mentioning orange, no Kedikutu. I was how come you people use the word Ekutu? But the fans who use the word Ekutu. As an folk call it Anka. So how come there in the Salaga and the Guan regions, they use the word Ekutu? Fanti region use the word Ekutu. Go one the red, you go there, all of them is Ekutu. Yet in Ashanti region use Anka. So he would have thought the in-between, the fact would be more closer to Ashanti than in that way than even the Savannah side. But underpinning all of us is the Guan language. But why we are different in there, whenever everybody go and settle somewhere, they have done their own vernacular. The language changes. I mean, America will be also when you were Frank Kobla, will be so fancy or Frank Kobla. Will be also no Kobla or spending KWA, will be no Kobla or spending KOB, will be no Kobla or spending KOB. Now, you know why I'm saying that? The word needs to be one. It will be Bina or the Nation of Nubutsuma, my brother. Oba Kibia, I'm never.
Ala o diva na obesi abiti ordinance enu no team.
No, it's a baby. My brother can play.
Edika ofana wes ne enko. Obesi abiti ordinance enu no team.
Be careful. The key point in here is very simple. We should all sit down, write our history down, not write our history down, and then cross-check that history against the test of what I will call time, because that is the only way we can have the truth. We'll be back at Confanochi. There's somebody saying Confanochi was an Ewe who came to live in that was Anoti, who came to live in Kwapim. There was a saying that Confanochi was an Nzima man who actually went to the official wedding was Confanochi is a Kwapim, Ibri,
Ami amate se konfano chi no oye yini kuapimni.
Remember, and I could not be one and shrine my at the women, that is what they say it's from. We have 3 or 4 different versions. And you should be what is there. Here, give an example. Minimanki because I know if you will and before we don't share at when you fret them, we come to cover over their top, the shoulders are not covered. When Gatti, after the Gatti came to the UK, he saw the women wearing something over their shoulders. He imported a thing back in around 1879, 1874. You can Google it. And also the word camisole today. Camisole means cover your shoulders. Now, cover your shoulders become camisole. Back to that time, no. Let me say, I've watched one shoulders. Yet there are people today in different parts of the world who will say, yes, men did not even wear this. This thing came because of them who started wearing it, because of Gatti. Because of Gatti. Then them also started the wash something underneath the whole threaten. But it originated when we were before we came down. And that is what the Greeks no copy. The Greeks what they share Roman for. We are carrying all of it. And there's nobody in Ghana today whose ancestry, or nobody in the West African belt whose ancestor doesn't come from Egypt. From Cameroon, Kenya, all the way across to Liberia, all of them came from the north and settled there.
Endi mbese o finalizing and yeko.
This is there, history, put it down. Now authenticate it and challenge it so that in future then we have a forum of debate.
Obi antro ne dia na se yentro mum baako.
No, it's all about we check it because me Santini, now we can go travel abroad and no travel abroad and maybe a brother, travel Santia, and I get a fancy, travel Santia, and me, I will travel Santia, and Santina better travel when you're in there. Because this can let's over into be a drone, is it? You are the Alpha Committee, watch the whole then the debate.
Yemfa sa adwuma no nto ye ho na yempe ho sponsors na yemma obi antwe na history.
And when we have debate, we can say this is what they say, but this is our reservations. Simple.
Yemfa na yenye na yenko all the regions in Ghana obi antwe na history na yemfa nko ba bi na yemfa nkogu archives.
Reservations, because even in Europe, you will see Poland. Poland will catch on the war they had with Russia. The version Russia will say about how they won the war, so the same version the Polish will say about how they won the war. Even in Europe, medical is there. Yes, no, your friend. I won't use the word mythology. Ancient vision, ancient ancient history. Oh, I can't remember the name. I should give it. It's your is it? But we can put this is what they say, but this is our reservation. This is what they say, but this is reservation because of 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. In that case, the crisis only be me into here over because when you say Akovanochi with DB will come in a dear bag, no, axe, a Kumasi means cutting asa, and it's the basis of his whole history is gone. No so one in there. So one bunko no be your queen of our simple look at craving or can say you call here no so maybe no so as often as ago. Maybe why
sir yeah quite we or say almost 6-0 the total 7 no and almost abo and we know so say almost kumo hene baako. what about the na ye ni kasem wo mu ni se obi aka ne de ba wo hwɛ osagefo de na on se okotu from bibim eno na nanka me pesenka ye nuanom asantefo no so kotu from book bi ma na ase bibim.
Certain things are oral tradition, certain things were true. Mobia trono is not necessarily the truth. After all, it is not necessarily the truth.
And now you say you bet match bibia enya no kure.
Of course, no. Every day, I mean, when come story, my papa catch them, no, matro. Also, papa catch them, matro. Me, papa catch them there, Aesop. I don't know whether you in Ghana know there's a book by Aesop, The Wisdom of Aesop. Papa catch them the Aesop bibini on your bro. Papa catch them this into Gassi bibini because of North Africa. Me don't know what is from the age of 12.
Obi kura say Yesu fi Jamaica.
Oh, I mean, I know you're about. But Obi say Yesu bibini. And there's no way Yesu could be Bronya they representing. Yet, all the pictures you see of Yesu, you're a Bronya. Inti, how do you say? Inti, will be a true at all. You can pick up a book that says, Yesu, but how can Yesu in your brain? Inti, remember Capiano, Obia, to Fanez or the true. But the only thing I make catch on you there, and this is where one of the platform, the General Secretary of the CPP wrote to the Asantehene as a general letter. There, Asantehene there, in Kuman in Asantefas, I mean, so, Asantiman me, no, yeah, Bronga half, no, yeah, half Asanti, so Western Asanti and Asanti.
Sir, we no many classes, I CPP Nina Troy on.
CPP, oh yes, General Secretary of the CPP, no, man, the General Secretary in Kofi Kumasi, and Kuma did not hate Ashantis. In Kumanayans, the Ashantis, like the Anlos, the Inzima, like the Anlos, have never fought the Ashantis. The Inzima, like the Anlos, the name Osagifo was given by Asantehene to Osagifo. That name Osagifo, or Asantehene, also Makwami Kuma. Or Asantehene.
And there's an Okrebian himself and Kroma time, Asantefo.
Nkuma does not turn Asantefo. There were certain disputes. I have to verify it. Even the way people say there, and this is, I mean, I know Kwame Nkrumah's valley of the Nzaba, and I know the family very well. My own grandmother's extended family, in Tieja, in Ayako. But okay, Nkrumah wanted to build the Ashantis almost in the way Europe is built. And Sika Nkrumah's Ashanti, he don't fancy palace. I don't know what the true bomb with the trainer. I don't know how true that is. But that is what some of the Nzima people are saying. The Nkrumah, they are one does and no, one dog. Nkrumah made the policy. Nkrumah himself, I mean, take Pagrant. Pagrant is half anti-Nzima. He was the one who formed the UGCC. Yet, at Chimfu today, they claim they are the founders of UGCC. Because they're some of the work. When you're away. Simple. Oh, all the great fancy greats who were aspiring to bring independence to Ghana, most of them were from the South Fancies. Mr. Saba invited him. Everything was open before even any other secondary school in Ghana. They demanded that this is what they did for the people to be taught. Agri, all those people. Nkrumah himself will say, I learned from Agri was my mentor.
Kojo Agri?
Yes. Nkrumah will say Agri was my mentor. And Agri was in Achimota when before Nkrumah even went to America. So, Yeme people, where was JB Dankwa in all of this nonsense? Then now, what was Obiatum? Obiatum can answer.
Yeah, everywhere corner na ya basa political issues in the for us apart
from Northern brothers also have their heroes. Our Ewe brothers have their heroes. Everybody has their heroes. In Team Patrol, they are to Yambo. Into the hall. Na Yam 5 Fishu. Yeniano, Yan French Bra, Yan Father Papa, Yan Mambra, because history, they say the victor writes the history, and history is his story. His story. See, so you have to write it. That is why now, if you go to Abraham, what's Egypt, and before you are, it's only now the research are proving it before. Even though when they sometimes when you even do the DNA, then we check DNA results, that was a Tutunkano, even Abraham are doing to us today. And yet they have got the best scientific systems to apply to us today, and they are still using that. Okay? I always say this to people. People don't understand this. I'll tell you a story. Go to your friend in Egypt. 2,000 years before Jesus Christ was baptizing people, Egyptians, pharaohs were baptizing people. Evidence is there today. You can go and see it in Egypt today. I can get the evidence for you. Me, Marco, I can tell you. Yet when we talk about baptism, we think John the Baptist or Jesus Christ and whatever we are saying. That has existed 2,000 years before Jesus Christ even came to the world. So when we talk about Inyama, it's not as simple as people think. I, myself, may who pull on the one, certain societies have even written about it. Certain pharaoh records on the laws of Egypt has confirmed it. Those who can read the hieroglyphs of the Egyptians. This is where we're doing this. This is where we're doing this. It's there. So baptism now, it has existed almost 2,000 years before even Jesus Christ, John the Baptist baptized Jesus Christ. Yet today, the baptism started from that time. That is why we need to be very careful in the way we do things. That's all I'm putting this.
Yo, yadi asida kesi ebema onyame nka ho na wo mbo a onyame bo akiri ebesan afrew.
But I see bye.
Atiefo emse aha na yadi edwumadie no ebesi odifo opamaguni Blanai TV suni enne ye be kire ya adwene wo nema bi a ekoso wo ho ne blaster ekoso wo ho ya kire am ye nyina ye hu because nema bi wo ho a eha nema bi wo ho a eha. So the whole community grow back ni nyina abo because of say nema bi a ankoyie ne nema bi a antoto yie ntino edi ha na yedi mu besi nyame nka obi biara ho awurade nye obi biara akoma so abisade e ma no awotwe ase na ebesan de dwumadie abre obio efiri ochena konso no da bia odomanko abema ye ho kwan no yedi program yi ebebrawo nyame nhira wo kedase bye bye.